Hi everyone, this is Team 6's presentation on the Wisdom of Teams, Chapter 10, Teams and Major Change. There are several vital characteristics for high performance in the 1990s and beyond, including visionary leadership, empowered workforces, dedication to customers, total quality, continuous improvement, and innovation. However, sustaining these capabilities will often require going through major change. Major change in an organization depends on the magnitude of the behavioral skills required, for example, the number of people, skills, and values, and the degree of readiness or resistance. Opportunities and threats can pose the need for major change. Companies usually respond more readily to threat-based change. When diagnosing major change, it's important to consider these 4 questions. 1. Does the organization need to get very good at new skills and values? 2. Does a large number of employees need to change behaviors? 3. Does the organization have past success in changing behaviors? And 4, do people understand implications and urgency of the need to change? If we answer yes to questions 1 and 2 and no to questions 3 and 4, this indicates a major change situation. It's important to note that change for one company can be considered normal for another and varies widely across departments and organizations. Managing major change requires working directly on what most people do day to day, intentionally derailing and finding replacements for established routines, and often demands risking new approaches and experimentations. The 3 dimensions of major change are top-down culture-shaping initiatives, bottom-up goal achievement and problem-solving initiatives, and cross-functional redesign and integration initiatives. Leading change efforts move along these 3 dimensions simultaneously. In addition, teams play a critical role in all 3 dimensions. General Electric is an example of the 3 dimensions of major change. General Electric implemented top-down culture-shaping initiatives through establishing clear, performance-driven vision, emphasizing organizational simplification, and providing corporate resources to support people at all levels. An example of how they implemented bottom-up goal activities and cross-functional redesign and integration initiatives is the redesign of the North Carolina plant. The plant now runs without supervisors, and they reduce costs by over 30%, shorten delivery cycles from 3 weeks to 3 days, and reduce customer complaints significantly. There are 2 companies that utilize top-down culture-shaping initiatives. One is Deloitte, and the other is Sintel and Cleve. In the Deloitte case, they utilize a team approach, forming a steering committee and 4 different task forces. The change focused on a strong sense of purpose and mutual accountability. In contrast, in Sintel and Cleve, they utilize a structural modification approach with new individual responsibilities and processes. The change focused on individual accountability. It's important to note that no teams played a role in Sintel and Cleve. In bottom-up goal achievement, we use teams in shaping new values and changing behaviors at the front line. Successful bottom-up approaches always involve using teams. The idea is to establish a link between teams, performance, and behavior change. Cross-functional redesign and integration involves redesigning cross-functional and cross-cutting processes and reinforcing broad-based behavior change through standard process change, which can include compensation, training, and planning, and cross-functional workflow change, which can include brand management, product development, and integrated logistics. Teams play a critical role and can redesign workflow to be more performance-driven and effective. The most important takeaway is that the most effective change initiatives simultaneously incorporate all three dimensions: top-down direction, bottom-up goal achievement and problem-solving actions, and cross-functional systems and process redesign. Teams can join specific behaviors to performance purposes and goals. Teams can also help identify and build behavioral changes demanded by performance. This table shows the behavioral changes demanded by performance in the 1990s and beyond. During periods of major change, the performance aspirations of a company depend on many people in the organization learning new values and behaviors. Real teams will reflect the two behaviors in the chart, but teams cannot exist if their members are stuck in the from patterns. It's important to note that neither structural design modifications nor individual reassignments will by themselves require people to understand or practice behaviors demanded by performance. The most important takeaway is that every single major change effort we know about has depended on teams. Thank you.